Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A to the podcast. We're here with Jean Ashar, Said Jamal, the wonderful Said Jamal. Said Jamal, I knew him from my high school, actually.
Ouais.
We went to Sabes, بشويفات سوا, and we're good
نهار
friends.
سوا.
We knew each other in middle school. And my name is Ali, the professor. I'm
Guys, كتير I felt انه هلا your meeting بعد هلا it was the first time. يعني كتير حاسة حالي I'm third wheeling بهيدا البودكاست.
Bro, this is the first
no.
time he flirts with me in an intro, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going? What's going
I
on?
was hula, guys. Okay, so if you focus more about me, no, this was the one.
صح. Hey, right.
All right.
John is the guest, bro. I just
And,
remembered. Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, introducing the great John Ashar, Mr. Worldwide. He was in Riyadh, Abu Dhabi, Cairo, Muscat, Manama, Amman, Barcelona, Madrid, Geneva, Toulouse, Lyon, Berlin, Amsterdam, Brussels, Paris, Luxembourg, Copenhagen, and Beirut. Look at this guy, Mr. International.
Yeah.
He's going to London soon. Anywhere the
Yeah.
visa gives him, he's going. Anywhere the visa allows, I will go. I will be there.
Actually, I got rejected once for London. Now I'm trying to get my visa for the second time. So let's hope for the best.
Good luck,
yeah.
man. We'll see you
Wherever
soon,
the visa
like.
takes me, I will go. Jean Ashar, lead member of the Awkward Comedy Group. How special is it that on cinemas we can see Jean Ashar's full stand-up comedy set? He has another show coming out in May 21. May 24.
Yes. 21.
Okay.
21.
I got it right on my intro.
Oh
And
my
ladies and gentlemen, the great, hilarious Jean Ashar. What else? Jean is the man that is so funny that his fans love him a bit too much, if you can tell.
Ali, thank you
Why-
so much for this intro. I really appreciate it. But if you can just calm it down, tone it down a little bit, it will be just great for everyone who's watching
Dude.
us.
Oh my god.
But John,
Bro,
Yeah.
بدي حبة.
your
But
fans
there's
love
others.
you, man. Your fans love you to the point that your fans clap too much. Why do people tell your fans to stop clapping too much?
Lele, why do you think my fans keep on clapping?
They clap a little extra too much. Why do people
Yeah.
criticize your audience for clapping too much?
But yeah, how did you hear about it? I told you.
No,
I
you
don't
didn't- you didn't tell us.
really. But
John, you know-
but this I can't.
Everyone
remember
has
if
to
I
know.
told
You're
you.
Jean Ashar, bro. You're Jean Ashar.
Yeah.
Everyone has to know. Why does your audience
Mhm.
clap
No, bro.
too much?
Hey, they are super engaged. Sometimes they are not laughing; they are just clapping. I know it's not the type of jokes. It's not the type of jokes we will laugh about. It's the type of jokes we will only clap. It's a statement. It's a statement. Sometimes people feel they are in the middle of a workshop. Like when someone says something super impressive, like people will start clapping. Actually, I prefer if they laugh more, so that will help me. But
Okay.
actually, you're right that people clap a lot during my shows.
That's funny. So you'd prefer for your audience to start laughing more as opposed to clapping.
Yeah.
Clapping
Yeah,
is more
exactly.
prestige versus laughing shows.
Yeah.
Because that's your job is to make them laugh, right? You're not like a statesman trying to get people to agree with
Yeah,
you, right?
But
You're more-
Amjad, to be fair, I'm so lucky to have this audience. Like even when I was traveling, like meeting all these amazing people, I never knew that there were so many people who knew about me. Right? I'm still under the shock and I'm still overwhelmed until now. Even when I was done with the tour, I was done with Beirut shows. Like now already one show is sold out for Mall of the Emirates, and now I have another show who's almost sold out. So luckily, عن جد I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know what to do about it now. So yeah.
Bro, and your fans shout, "You're so sexy." I've never heard a comedian where the fan shouts, "You're so sexy." What is that about? How'd that make you feel?
I love it. خلاص, it's building momentum. Now during my shows, you can expect anything because Even people want to heckle, people want to give their opinion, people want to shout out some remarks or say something funny because they want to make it on the next reel. So they make sure that they do everything they can in order to make it on the next reel. And this is amazing because like I feel when you do stand up, you want to make sure that these people are with you in the show. Like we're making the show together.
Yeah.
It's not like it's only my show. No. It's all of us. We're enjoying our time together. We need to create this bonding, and they are my allies during my show. So I need to make sure they remain on my side during the show, and we're making this show together.
I see. That sounds a bit
That's
political,
great.
though. Yeah, exactly.
He's
Yeah.
media trained, bro. That's just how.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm media
You have to
trained.
work.
Definitely, I'm media trained. Yeah.
طب جون, you know إنه رمضان مش من زمان قطع, and we were
Happy Eid, Eid Mubarak.
happy
Yeah.
Eid to everyone. Yeah.
Happy Eid,
So I just
Eid
wanted to
Mubarak.
ask. لحقت تنزل على بحر سور بهالموسم؟
Yeah, but I know, this joke, there was a whole confusion about it, and you can check on the comments. Like there was a lot of debate. Okay, actually, stand up is about saying what people say to themselves that they are not able to share to everyone else. Okay, and when you go on
Yeah.
stage and you say exactly what people say to themselves without saying it, people will get shocked. He's saying it. He said it.
Yeah.
He's actually saying exactly what you're saying, but actually we're against the fact that he would say it on public. We only want to say it for ourselves and within our inner circle. So I think stand-up today is about getting the real you inside out and making sure that people know exactly what people are actually saying in secret without telling anyone else. So this reel, like I don't know, I got a notification today, like it reached 200k views, which is great for mine because I have 100k followers. So it's really good reach. But then when you see the comment, you can see like the reach is not like people were enjoying it. People were actually debating it. And I love it. Sometimes I don't feel the urge to even interfere or like to go on the comment and to start writing. People will sort it out by themselves. Like you will have the debate. Okay, like you have my core fans who will defend. You have some people who are not sure what is their position. You can see a whole debate. And I think this is, I love this about comedy. Like it creates a safe place for people to debate things, and they will actually get to meet each other on the comment section.
So it's like you're creating your little comedy cult to follow you and like create a
Your
safe
tribe.
community for them.
Tribe.
Your tribe.
Exactly.
قبيلة.
It's more. I will call it. I prefer to call it a community where people actually can exchange opinion. And I love. I'm super proactive on my DM, so I don't keep anyone waiting. Okay, except you guys when you try to outreach. But usually,
It was a long one. يعني جربنا.
it was a long one. Yeah. So, but usually, but usually I'm faster. Like I engage a lot with my
2 minutes.
audience. Yeah.
2 minutes صح بالعادة.
لا مش 2 minutes مش روتستر عرفت كيف؟ لا انه it should be شوي غير هيك.
John, tell us about your childhood. Did you have any pets growing up?
لا كثير حبيت الترانزيشن. لا very smooth. Like it was written somewhere on his laptop انه يلا childhood يلا John ترى childhood. Yeah, so
You know what's funny? When we were actually planning this, that's actually the order we went with. حطينا
like I don't even know how childhood passed by here, but still. So childhood, yeah. Regarding childhood, what an interesting question, Ali. So yeah, ما بعرف لا ومش بس childhood and the link between pets and childhood that I didn't even bring up the topic. So so I had 2 dogs when I was young. And then now I have my dog, but she's still in Beirut. But because like it was super mismanaged when I had two dogs earlier, like it was a battle with my parents, and we don't know who was the person in charge of the dog, so it didn't end well. However, now I have now I'm lucky, like I'm adopting small like Jack Russell. Her name is Penny, and she's actually like my team in Beirut are handling her on a day-to-day basis. So
My
she spends
team in
most
Beirut.
of her time
Yeah,
in the office. The office, like because like you know, like I have this company, everything where we design and produce board games, and then Penny literally spends her time in the office from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and then at 5 p.m. if no one takes her back home, she's angry, waiting on the door, like, guys, I'm done with my from 8 to 5 job, and it's time to go back home. So it's funny, like,
تطلب
That's
له
a-
اوبر كمان ترجع على البيت.
yeah.
Just like can't walk back. Yeah.
So when you were a kid, no one knew who was taking care of the dog, and you didn't want responsibility. And now that you're older, you still don't want responsibility for the dog. Who's taking care of the dog? Everyone but you. How's
Good
it even
one.
your dog, bro?
Good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can't say it's
Yeah,
your dog.
But I took the decision. To adopt Penny. Okay, but like after I had to take another decision to come to the UAE. So when I moved to the UAE, like there was no option to bring Penny here. No, خلاص, she will feel lonely the whole day. إنه haram. Like she will spend
Yeah.
her day alone at home, and back home, like the whole team is taking care of Penny. So it's
So
a
she
good
has
thing.
more fit.
Yeah,
That's so
she has-
sweet.
yeah. And already
So you're-
when I adopted her, she had a separation anxiety. I don't know why all the dogs have separation anxiety, and why we adopt dogs with separation anxiety if we already have separation anxiety on our own. Like this is
Yes,
not
exactly.
helping.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So you're very good at delegating tasks, apparently. That's the
yeah. لا, to delegate attention. عرفت؟
كمان.
I delegate. Okay, I wish there is a way to do this in my current relationship with my girlfriend as well. So, Big John, I need more attention. Let's find someone.
You give her a whole team to support.
Yeah, a whole team, exactly. Guys, give her
That's so
attention. Yeah.
Take shifts, 8 to 5, 5 to 12. كفة هيك. It's like everyone takes turns.
That's delegation for you. That's business mindset.
Exactly.
So, John, did you have a big family growing up? You have a lot of cousins and cousines and khalet, ما أعرف شو, and yeah.
We're a
You're
big
more of a
family.
smaller
We're a big
family.
family. لا, we're a big. The cousine.
You grew up with them?
It's a big family,
Yeah.
and I'm the oldest one. In my mom's family. In my dad's family, I'm not the oldest one, but in my mom's family, there was a huge responsibility. Like, okay, John is the first one to get married, then John is the first one to get divorced. It wasn't a great example. Like John did the super high study, like he studied a lot, like he did his bachelor degree, master's degree, his MBA, and then John decided to become a comedian. So like there was this stress. Okay, I was stressed out, and if I'm giving the best example, and if I'm leading by example, yes or no. However, it seems it's we're good. Now all my cousins are super happy that I made it as a comedian. So they tell their friends, "Oh, my cousin is a comedian."
By the way, you mentioned your studies. What did you learn about coup d'état by Sciences Po?
What did I learn about coup d'état? Okay, wait. I have a good story about this thing. Okay, like I don't know how did you get a bit and pieces of info, because I feel like I feel there was like hey, you got some weird info that I cannot recall. Like I don't recall that I told you these things. Like, but there was something funny that happened. I'll tell you, there was something funny that happened with me after Sciences Po. Okay, there was this joke that Ali was talking about that is already on cinemas. That I was arrested in the Singaporean airport because I made a joke about terrorism, and then when I went to Singapore, I got arrested. Okay. It seems you guys
Oh.
don't even know the joke because you didn't watch it on cinemas. So please watch the the episode on cinemas, okay? That will help me.
Yes, sir.
So first watch the episode. Second, after I got arrested in Singapore, I was like I had a visa. I wanted to get a visa to go to France. And before that time, I was already in France before Singapore, and I did my master's degree in international relations in France. Okay, so I didn't get my visa to France because they linked it to the Singaporean incident, and they considered that I'm a threat to their how they say, un ou plusieurs États membres estiment que vous constituez une menace à la sécurité publique. Okay, to the public security et ou à l'ordre national and to the national order. Okay, it was a huge
Wow.
statement. Okay, like John. Okay, I was like 25 years old. Okay, I am a national threat to the French government. Okay, I didn't get how I got there. Okay, so because of one joke that I made in Singapore. Okay, this is the funniest part. So I went there and I had to appoint a lawyer in the French administrative court and to ask the lawyer to defend my case. So the lawyer told me, "Oh, John, you've been already to Sciences Po. This is amazing. Can you send me like a picture of all the courses you had in Singapore in France?" So all the courses I had were Islamism, coup d'état, how to how to manage how to manage revolutions. Okay. And then she told me, no, I don't think these courses will help in any case to support our case with the French government. Okay, but the funniest part not the funniest, but the good part is that it took me 5 years, but actually I won the case against the French government. And I got a visa, and they paid me money as a gesture that they felt that they were sorry.
They paid you reparations, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Bro, slaves didn't get paid reparations. Jesus.
Like also here, I didn't see exactly the transition, but yeah, it was.
Bro, what happened to the queen?
What happened to clean?
يا أخي شو so clean guys شو so clean yeah I don't شو so clean لا أنا ما بعرفها شو قصة so clean
Said, go for it.
Ali, you misunderstood the whole thing.
Oh.
But we were looking into your political satire work, bro, and we want to understand when's the John Ashar show coming out, the late night show with John Ashar.
هلا بتذكر okay the satire show like I wish I'm trying to work on something new now, like a typical satire show, but I think it's still far-fetched. I'm so busy now with stand-up comedy and performing, but I think next year I'm planning something on this in this direction.
Ooh.
So like really it's I love them, like I had 4 or 5 episodes. I love the 5 episodes. But this requires a whole team, a whole team of writers, people who are going to follow up on the news. I won't be able to make it on my own, so I need a whole team. So hopefully I'll get something. By the way, this is a goal. Like for me, this will be a dream coming true, a dream come true if I will be able to make this show next year.
Is there like a link between comedians and political satire, especially the comedians who study politics?
Like there should be. It's not mandatory. But every day, like it's not something we're obliged to do. John, you have to give us your opinion on everything that's happening. However, every day is about politics. It's not like people think, okay, guys, I don't talk politics, but actually your daily behavior is politics. If you go to a bar and you buy a beer, this is politics, okay? Because like there is someone who took a decision on your behalf like to how much are you paying your beer, where are you going to park your car, who's going to make sure that the area is well maintained, who took the decision to put greeneries in this area. So this is politics, okay, and I
That makes
don't
you want to
think we can.
drink.
Yeah, that makes you want to
All
drink.
thinking
Exactly.
about that makes you want to drink. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So they are actually interconnected. Everything is interconnected.
Yeah.
So we cannot say that, okay, I live now, I give less and less my opinion about Lebanese politics. I feel now I'm very focused on my life in Dubai and on my tours. Okay, and maybe I don't have enough time to follow, but I have my opinion on the big titles. Okay, I have my opinion. Like I'm pro-revolution since day one. I still believe that the revolution is not only about having people on the street, it's about changing the mindset. I feel that stand-up helped the revolution, and the revolution helped stand-up also to get on this level of freedom of speech. And I think this is a continuous improvement. Even the topics that I tackle on stage are topics that were not tackled before the revolution. And I think this is a long way for stand up and other forms of art in order to make the change possible on the long run. Sorry, guys, this was super serious, but for me, this topic is
This is on
لا,
track.
it
We
shows-
asked you about it. We asked you
we
about it.
asked, and we saw it كمان انه كمان you were involved بالثورة and like حملة طلعت ريحتكم ب 2015.
Exactly.
So
طلعت ريحتكم. Actually, I started everything before طلعت ريحتكم. I started something when I was in France called ثورة البندورة. Okay, now Ali is trying to link things. No, but actually you're right. That, okay, so there was a Suclean Trout when you were having an interview with on NBC. So, but like I started ثورة البندورة when I was in France, and it was all about people throwing Banadura on MPs who decided to auto-renew their mandate. Back then, I don't remember the date, I think 2013. So I started this page, ثورة البندورة, and then there was a guy, hi man, we don't know you, but we are the ones who are throwing Banadura, so maybe we can join forces. And so we joined forces on throwing Banadura on the MPs, and everything started like it's not, I was never there as a full-timer, or I was super dedicated, but I tried at many phases in our modern history to make change in the country since 2005 until today. Now I have my own opinion also. I believe that the system will shut down by itself. So there is even no need to do anything about it. I think the system will collapse by itself, and we're just here observing the collapse. لا really, because like this is what's happening now.
طب ليك شو احسن نوعيه البندوره اللي بدها تزتها على الانتيك؟
وقتها بطلنا نزت بندوره لانه we got comments انه guys you're throwing بندوره and people have to eat بندوره. It was a whole كمان philosophy about
philosophy. People debate.
it wasn't the purpose, عرفت كيف يعني. And then people take it to another level. Okay, our relationship with بندوره.
Not my بندوره, bro.
Not my بندوره. But this is not too old. Like 10 years ago. Wow.
عم تزتوا بندوره وهلا الموسم قبل ما يخلص. صح.
Hello, what's your favorite place to protest, Jean? Been all the places to protest.
I think the two main is كان في رينج وشو اسمه كان في جسر جوني او دبي. سوري
جل الديب وكان في زو. لا بس انا على الرينج كنت اكثر يعني اغلب وقتي يعني بين الرينج وبين ساعه الشهداء. بس I think الرينج هيك there was a huge community around ring. Like people got to know each other. It was really something I think that we will see later in our history. It's something that didn't end, even though if all the people I know are abroad right now. But still there is something like, even like we were there, some of us were there in 2005, and we thought that everything is gonna change, and then we went into this again in 2019, and we will go through this again and again until things will change, hopefully.
صح.
Inshallah.
What can you tell us about Think Station or Rise Up?
Oof.
You mean Nation
Like, was it-
Station?
Nation
Station.
Yes. So after Beirut
Anabad.
explosion, like I like friends of mine, they launched an initiative called Nation Station, and I joined them a few days later, in order to provide the area with the first necessities and everything, like all the support needed in the area. A Nation Station is still there, supporting Rmel and Jaitewi residents. But back then, I decided to launch another initiative called Rise Up Lebanon to support micro businesses in a in their physical rehabilitation. But then we realized that the physical rehabilitation was not enough, so people didn't only need windows, they need a whole business plan. They needed a whole business plan. They needed some new ideas to see how they can, what they can do with their businesses. So we tried as much as we can. And until now, there are businesses that are still open, and we're happy. Unfortunately, some
That's
businesses,
awesome.
some businesses, they lost hope, and خلاص, they decided to stop. But
Yeah.
but the good, like for me, the most important thing about this experience, that I believe that entrepreneurs and micro businesses are the middle class, and they are the one who can actually how to say, the whole idea was to separate these businesses from the political system, because if these businesses can provide themselves with their own money, they won't need money just before the elections in order to vote to this party or to another party. And this was the whole idea, that these people should be self-sufficient. They need to be financially independent in order to get better results in the election, where people are totally free to elect whoever they want. And I think
Like بصراحة
sorry.
بصراحة أنا great sales pitch. It was
لا بس عن جد انه back then people were telling us, guys, okay, the houses should be the priority, but I felt that there was so much work happening on the houses rehabilitation. So I felt that if you have a store and you're able to get a little bit of money out of this store, you are able to ما بعرف, support your family in order to rehabilitate their homes as well. So this is what my father used to tell me. So if you have a business, you can have many homes, and this was the whole idea about it.
It has a lot to do with the history of Lebanon too. You know, Tarikh Lebanon. These people have been there for so long, decades. Or their parents have had these businesses. So haram, yani, for COVID or for, you know, a political situation to shut it down permanently. It's awful, you know, and it erases from the beautiful history that makes Lebanon unique. This is getting a bit too serious.
Exactly.
So
it's fine. It's because this is going back to your main question, the link between stand-up and politics. Okay, so people think that, okay, comedians are here just to have fun, comedians are here just to make jokes, but it's a little bit way beyond this. Okay, I don't want to say what some people tell me here in Dubai, that comedians are the philosophers of the 21st century. I don't want to say this. However,
he doesn't
I don't want to say this. Okay, however, okay, but our view on the society comes from the real us. Okay, so this whole journey that philosophers back then were taking to understand the real human being, actually we're able not only to understand it, but actually to go on stage and to discuss it with our audience. Okay, if we get laughs, it means we're right. If we don't get laughs, we know that we're wrong, and maybe we can have another observation.
Bro, هذا modern day Aristotle. have to listen now and just shut up.
Exactly. Listen to comedians and laugh at the politicians. Wow, what a situation.
Whoa!
right now.
I vote yes. Vote for John.
طب John, when أطيب shawarma?
اوف وين اطيب اجواء اكيد بدون ادنى شك جوزيف سنلفيل.
ايه
أو
تأكيد bro.
زيادة توم ولا توم خفيف؟
لا لا توم عادي ما في زيت توم.
توم عادي.
هلا ما في هلا بيزعلوا مني جماعة دبي. in Dubai we're almost there to get the Lebanese standard shawarma. We're almost there. We're not far. So Anjad, I cannot complain. And in Dubai, I'm eating super good Lebanese food. And everyone is here actually.
ان شاء الله
That's
يجوا على
amazing,
لندن
bro.
كمان يساعدونا شوي.
على لندن how is Lebanese
مستوى
food
التوم.
in London?
شيء تعيس man.
عن جد؟
It's completely bad.
What about
You have to find it, bro. Wherever you go.
علي بتلاقي
I'm in Los
علي وين
Angeles, bro.
علي
I have everything I need, bro.
ايه في الاكل
Los Angeles. I have my
واو.
unica.
اوكي
I have my shawarma seasoning right here. Look at that.
واو you do shawarma
Barat
at
shawarma.
home? You do shawarma at home?
Yeah, bro. It's easy. You need the bread.
Yeah okay
Toom.
صح.
Look at that.
تخيل علي لابس على عينات عم يشيل السيف تبع الشاورما هيك عم ينزلهم كلهم.
Authentic Mediterranean dip, bro. شو بدها؟
صح.
دجاج, seasoning, توم, كبيس,
بيرفكت
بطاطا فريت.
ايه 100
Easy.
شو بدها صح 100
Homemade.
صح
Exactly. واو جوعتني.
كتير طالع عم اعرف شو النكست ترانزيشن علي. يلا فاجئني قري شو مكتوب.
بيكون ولا كيري؟
لا ما بقى اثنيناتهم
لا باش
لبنة?
ما
Were you more of a Lebanese guy growing up?
I'm a Lebanese big time Lebanese.
When you were growing up, what kind of
ما
food
باكل
would you
ما
eat
باكل
at home
ولا
يعني؟
بيكون ولا اوف what type of food not a lot like I'm very selective when it comes to
كنت تاكل طبخ كتير؟
أبداً.
يعني? You used to eat a lot of dishes.
ابدا
I screwed that.
لا في نكته لا في نكته اصحابي بيعملوها عني انه بس باكل طاووق ولبنه سوا. ايه وكان كل رفيقي سامر كل مره بيقول لي شو عم تاكل طاووق ولبنه دائما باكل باي
شو طاووق
ما
لبنة؟
نضايق طاووق ولبنه سوا.
لا wait بلا
No.
I
طاووق
have actually by accident.
طاووق محل ما تحطها بتوم بتحطها بلبنه. هيدا اطيب شيء بالعالم.
I actually bro I've actually
Wow.
tried this.
ما
It was so good.
You marinate
It was so good.
باللبن.
لا غير المارينيشن. لا
مش
انا بغطسها باللبنه.
باللبنة مش لبن لبنة.
Yes,
لا
yes.
باللبنه.
واو.
لا I think
I've tried this. I've actually tried this.
مع زيت زيتون كمان.
ما فيك
إذا
لا
بدك.
يعني ايه ثانك يو سعيد باي ذا
Thank
واي.
God
ما
I've-
بعرف كثير عالم بياكلوها.
Bro, I was introduced to this by my roommate's friend لما كنت في لبنان.
إيه.
I was just like, what the fuck is this? It's so good.
إيه.
Well, I completely forgot what it was until هلا you said it again. I'm just like,
واو ليك
Bro,
تخيل
actually
شفت راسه انت شفت علي شفت راسه لسعيد وين راح وضوى عيونه صار خلص. He went to another universe. راح على الميتافيرس ورجع.
راح
bro,
Interpersonal
بس
رجع.
have you tried
ميتافيرس
have you tried
Yeah.
salmon with hummus?
salmon with hummus.
Salmon.
لا بس
That's right.
in Dubai there is a lot of salmon with لبنة as well.
No, try it with hummus.
بس
شوف
salmon
الموضوع.
كيف رو
raw salmon.
salmon with hummus. Wow, okay, I will have to try.
Oh.
Okay.
بلا hummus is like a
Okay.
dip علي. You can use it as a dip.
Yeah.
So dip the salmon in.
وينه طلع الحمص من
يلا.
وراك عليه. يلا فرجينا الحمص. يلا طلع فرجينا.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
برو المطبخ كله حده
I have this, bro.
علي شو هيدا؟ حرام.
That was a quick transition. كلثوم ولا فيروز؟
لا فيروز.
Why?
فيروز انا
exactly.
man guys انا I wake up every morning بعمل هيك Alexa play فيروز. wait Beirut Alexa روق شوي. Alexa stop. شو جحشة.
Okay, للصبحيات.
my god.
John,
بيضو أورما ولا شو؟ حتسأله هلا.
where were you during the Beirut blast? انفجار بيروت.
Oof,
When
man.
كنت? What were you doing?
لا I was at home بعريا. My home is 10 minutes away بالسيارة, and we heard the blast وما عرفنا ما عرفنا شو صار. So this is my aunt called my dad. She told him البيت على الأرض. And my dad was انه منى انه اكيد البيت مش على الارض. انه شو يعني البيت على الارض؟ قالت له literally البيت على الارض. قال لها انه بس اشرحي لي شو شايفه. قالت له التلفزيون مكسور، الباب مكسور. قال لا نو واي، يعني بيي ما كان متخيل. قال انه اكيد انه عمتك منا she didn't get شو صاير. سو نزلنا دغري انا وياها، شفنا بيت عمتي، شفنا كل انه ماشي. بعد ربع ساعه من البلاست كنا انا وبيي ببيروت. وكان انه انه هلا ما كتير بيضايقني المشهد، وما يعني ما بعرف شو حس هلا. بس هيك it was devastating. يعني ما بعرف كيف بيي كان قادر بتكتها. I think لأنه صارت معه كذا مرة بالحياة انه يرجع to start everything from scratch. He was there super resilient. Like the guy was يلا منى we'll start cleaning the house, and he got two other friends to help him out. يلا we'll start cleaning. Like as if خلص he has this level of resilience. I hate this word, by the way, and I talk about it in my stand-up. But Angel, he had this high level of resilience as if nothing happened. Like he was there. We finished, like we supported my aunt. We closed the door لأنه خلص the electricity was out. The whole neighborhood was down. And then we left, and then we met my uncle كمان. He had his shop and his place كله على الأرض. And then the second day خلص he started. Actually there was something weird, but on August 4, 2000, his house, my parents' house in Ashrafiyeh was totally destroyed لأنه صار في حريق. Like there was a total لا my parents, we used to live in Ashrafiyeh. In 2000 the whole house was destroyed because of the fire, and then again on August 4, 2020 it was destroyed again. It was still rented, but we were not living there. كتر خير الله. But for me, like the blessed, and okay, I don't think, I know I'm sorry, like this is going serious, but I don't think we انه قطعنا ال PTSD yet of everything we went through since 2019 until today. I think we're just neglecting it. We're just keeping it in a box that we don't want to talk about it anymore. خلاص, now like when you go back to Beirut, okay, it's happening again, people are happy, but from the inside we know that we didn't get over what happened during the last few years, and we don't know what to do about it. Like even in a legal direction, or in a ما بعرف what are the directions. بس انه no one is held responsible until today. تخيل. Anyway, let's
تخيل, right? No,
I
it's
just
true,
wanted
because
to
it'll give you peace of mind and some comfort,
Yeah.
and there's some justice to what happened, if that were the
By the way,
case.
John, I wanted to comment on you used the word resilience. Although you don't like it, I feel like it also applies to you, because you learned from your father quite a bit in your own way, and you apply it in your life. And resilience, so the issue is with resilience. I feel like God gives us problems that we can actually handle. So for example, your dad, I know he lost his house in 2000, and then your aunt and your uncle both lost their shops and their houses in 2020. But yet your dad was able to handle those problems by himself. This is because were problems that he could face. Yani, he knew that he could handle them, and that's why God gave it to him.
It's not هلا ما بعرف if God gave it to him, and this is another debate that I still have it with myself, with my how I see religion, how I understand my beliefs, and I think this is very personal for everyone to see it. It's خلاص your personal interpretation of your relationship with God and the universe. But I can see that what my parents went through, and no, you cannot understand of all our parents, like your parents as well, like what they went through. ما بتتخيل someone can go through all of these wars, all of this explosion, all of this ما بعرف psychological the desperation ما بعرف إذا الكلمة exist in one life. Like these people didn't
صح.
live 10 years in a row بطريقة منيحة. For them انه خلص
صح.
that they are used to it, like they are used to it. And now I think this is something I'm gonna discuss in my next 1 hour. It's actually they are trapped where they are. We are trapped where we are right now. Okay, we travel the world. We see things differently. We don't want to live the same thing we were living in Beirut. We don't want to live the same way they were living, and they are still living in Beirut. And now actually we're trapped where we are. They are trapped where they are. And the gap is growing and growing and growing. And actually, I think you can relate with your friends or with your parents.
With my
خلص,
family.
خلص. The gap, like we cannot even discuss anything. Like my mom tell me, John, you're disconnected. No, خلص. خلص, John, you don't know what's happening. You're disconnected. وخلص. And I think now, it will be our role as our generation to understand this gap and to empathize with them and to understand exactly where they are coming from and to say, okay, we will do the first step towards the other generation. And I think what the revolution was not able to do, like we were able to bridge our generation, but we were not able to do bridges across generation. Okay, because we were talking about them that these people are following political parties. ما بعرف, like these people don't know what they are talking about, but actually they knew what they were talking about, and they had their own experience that we cannot neglect, and we need to bring their experience to the shared pool of experiences so we can at some point build a country together. Anyway, guys, this is going super serious, okay? Okay, so don't even mention the comedian, John Usher. Say activist, the philosopher, Hey, guys.
Jean, I love everything you're saying, to be honest. You know, I am trying to keep it a bit more lighthearted just because it's a comedy podcast.
Yeah. Sorry about
And
it.
comedy and activism is the same.
Comedy activist. Actually, the word between both is absurdity. So it's so absurd, okay, to the fact it becomes funny.
It's funny.
Okay, so it becomes funny,
I agree.
and not every guys. Sorry, I'm putting the plug. Okay, okay, not the right one. Okay, the right one. Okay, fine.
Plug and what?
Fine, I'm good now. Okay,
Okay,
so
right,
so
well.
guys, it's so absurd to the point that it will become funny. And this is exactly where the punchline comes. So you start with your premise, the whole setup, and then pop. Okay, it's super absurd, and guys, okay, this is where the fun begins. Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
Yalla.
So like at the end of this
transition.
conversation about at the end of the conversation, we should have said like, do you prefer goat milk or sheep's milk? يعني مثلا هيك شيء.
Goat.
Just like randomly.
كتير حبيت سعيد قد ايه مصر to end this conversation, but okay, so to end this لا he was like, John, you talked about your vision, your relationship with God, with the universe, your whole idea how you can build a country from now till 10 years. But John, you prefer goat milk?
I got bored.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
prefer goat milk.
ما بعرف bro, ما بعرف. I never had this reflection. Okay, now I have to like.
Next question.
Saeed, this is going to become a bit on my stand-up. لا, I'm telling you, this is going to become like I've been to this podcast and I was talking about everything that could be interested to your audience, and then like a John. What?
Do you think AI will make better jokes than you?
Yeah, very. I think yes. Yes, and I think our role. Definitely yes, and I think our role as comedian is actually our role is how to leverage on AI to make, like, to see what AI can get and then to make them funnier. And this is where what AI cannot do is actually crowd interaction, interpersonal skills, making sure that they cannot perform a joke. Until now, we don't know. Okay, so until now, AI cannot perform a joke, but I think definitely now you can go on ChatGPT, right? I want a 10-minute set as if Jerry Seinfeld is telling the set, okay, about the universe, and AI can make it happen. Okay, but
If you look at his next
yeah,
his next special, it's all
it's
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. You know, one day I was inviting
Written-
one day I was inviting the ambassador of Lebanon in Jordan to invite him to my show in Jordan, in Amman. And I went
Yeah.
to ChatGPT and I said, write an invitation for the Lebanese ambassador, okay? And then ChatGPT write the whole
Yeah.
thing, and then directly I copied it and pasted it and sent it. And then I realized that it was, we invite you to attend our stand up, okay? Insert location. And then it was and ChatGPT only asked me for one thing, just to add the insert location part, and I failed miserably to just write the location.
Yeah, and you send it to the ambassador like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Wow. So you think yes?
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, متخيل the
Ooh.
ambassador just replies to you. He's like, send me location.
Yeah. When the jokes,
Me location.
but yeah, the jokes will become better with ChatGPT, but the performance and the interpersonal skills will remain the same until now.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, they could do like a monotonic style where just like they say it as it is, and with بكل برودة.
بس بكل برودة is a
Maybe they pull it
style
off.
by itself. And if it's يعني
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a type of performance like deadpan. Like
It's comedy.
my friend Shakir Abu Abdallah is known for this specific style. So
Exactly.
so no, I think it's still too soon to say that we will get replaced. I think we're one of the rare jobs that won't get replaced in the upcoming few years, by the way. يعني حرام, my friends راحوا درسوا, they became doctors. عرفت كيف؟ ما بعرف. انت على شو عم تعمل
Getting replaced.
بالA؟
I'm actually an autism specialist.
Autism. That's a joke.
Why is that funny?
But you're a doctor.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know, just like the context that we are in
Yeah.
currently. It's like, I'm an autism specialist.
But I am an autism.
And then you have me like an idiot laughing,
It's
bro.
my job.
سعيد بس
It's a
Exactly.
serious job.
But
There are people with autism.
but what do you do as an autism specialist? And you're
I'm his client.
Yeah, so
He takes care of
I've
it.
studied people with autism. I go and I see, people with autism, they have different, like, they can't communicate or they have social things that they can't do. And so my job is to go in and write plans for them. I go to different schools. I go to different schools. I'm the guy. I write down plans for them. Yeah, exactly.
But you see, like this type of
I talk
jobs.
to the teacher. I talk to the school psychologist. Yeah.
Sorry, I
Exactly.
think there is a
So,
delay of a few seconds, by the way.
But yeah,
okay.
so that's my role. I don't think I'll get replaced by AI, no, because I work interpersonally and with families. and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
And I train parents on how to deal with raise their kids with autism.
So Saeed, are you going to get replaced? What do you do in London?
Bro, I'm working in sales, so yeah, I can easily get replaced.
Yeah, so
It's like,
even the conversion,
I know it's like social,
even the conversion rate sometimes will be higher with AI.
With AI, that's so funny. Better sales.
لا بس again,
Oh
but
my
as
gosh.
you said, also the interpersonal skills is still required in a way or another. Yeah, guys, transition. لوين
By the way,
رايحين؟ Yeah.
Okay, John.
So,
yeah,
wait,
really
wait.
quick.
I have a transition. You
Go for
mentioned
it.
Shakir. You mentioned Shakir, and we also know you're friends with Muhammad Ba'albah. Did you meet them both in what's it called, Nation Station?
Yeah, لا we met before. لا actually نحن the whole comedians community صرنا نجي أكتر لأنه أنا كنت ب Nation Station. So لا نحن كلنا we're friends before. Like we did together the cinemas. We've been doing stand up together on the same lineups over and over again. Like these people are my family now. So it has been more than 7 years we're working together, and hopefully we will keep on working forever. And Amjad, it's and for me it's super meaningful. The community we have today in Beirut is super meaningful. I don't feel anywhere else as homey as I am in Beirut with my comedian friends.
Homies.
Yeah. With my
okay.
Yeah, Saeed.
That's
I
really
don't
sweet,
feel
John.
homey at my. I
That's
feel
really
homey.
sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Rapid fire questions now. If you had the visa, where would you go?
هلا
stand up?
stand up in the US اكيد.
Yeah.
US Canada.
US
Where in
Canada.
US? Which state specific?
يا اخي ما بعرف يعني في كتير ريكوست لنيويورك وبوسطن. LA could be an option بس ما فيها لبنانية قد نيويورك وبوسطن. So لإلي نيويورك وبوسطن is I want to perform my stand-up comedy in Arabic in New York. Okay, I want to go into these open mics بالcomedy cellar وهيك to try some bits in English. Still it's not my market and I won't be able to compete with what is offered there. However, I want to jump into this world of English comedy.
Amazing. You're doing it right now on this podcast.
Yeah.
Next question. How often do you
You're doing it right now in this podcast, and it's a total dramatic experience. Ali was like, "You're doing it on the spotlight, and don't do it in New York." You're doing.
But how often do you scuba dive?
Oof,
This is a
oof.
rapid
How
question,
often do you
okay?
scuba
We're putting
dive?
you on the spot.
At least ما بعرف, once every 2 months.
You're gonna tell us a bit more about it.
لا 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 بس
I know it's rapid fire, but
قلت لي rapid fire.
ماشي.
Okay. A whole story about scuba diving. I will try to tell you the story in English. However, it might be a little bit tricky.
Rapid fire story.
Okay.
Yeah, come
So
on.
I was doing my advanced certificate, and I had to go into the 36 meters. Okay, it was my first deep dive into the waters, and it was in near Beirut. Okay, so I went there. I went to the club. Okay, everyone was hanging. Hey, John, wow, you're doing your deep dive. I'm sure. Wow, this is great. I'm sure. It took us so much time. I don't know why to get into the boat. Okay, so we went into the boat. We got into the boat, and it was already the sunset. And I told my instructor, Patrick Habibe, there is no way for me to go a deep dive at 6:30 p.m. Okay, it's already dark. I'm already afraid. So, John, no worries. It will be fine. It will be fine. Okay, so I start going down. I didn't know what to expect. So even the brief of the dive was a little bit ما بعرف flew. So I went down. Okay, and then I told Patrick, and I'm not seeing anything. Okay, do you have a lamp or something? He told me, oh, I forgot the lamp. So we went down. Okay, down the rope. Okay, we took the rope, and we got into 36 meters. Okay, then Patrick told me, John, I'm going to get a lamp because there was 2 divers, okay, who went before us, and they had a lamp. So Patrick kept me alone, okay, in the middle of the darkness, okay, handling my rope, okay, and it was a whole current, okay, and I was there handling the rope and waiting for Patrick to come. Okay, and when Patrick came, okay, Patrick decided to put his light on. And when he put the light on, I didn't know what there was there. There was a whole stage show for Marsharbil. Okay, there was a whole statue that I never heard about. And I was super scared that I was doing the cross sign, and Patrick was saying me, and خلاص John, and wake up, okay, and there is something about diving. When you go into the deep dive, sometimes it will affect your how to say mental stability. So you're not so sure where you are.
Wow.
It's like it has the same effect as if you've been under the effect of space cake. So you can feel that, wow, you're somewhere. Okay, you're not sure where you are. And people, they tell us before going, and guys, make sure, بيقولوا ما تنركز. It's a narcosis effect. It's called like this. Okay, so I was there.
Okay.
That was my funny joke. Okay, my funny story. Thank
Wow,
you,
they
Said.
they left you down there. That's like a dream. That's like a dream. Yeah, I don't know if that's real. If you're telling us
It's
your
real.
dreams.
Bro,
It's real. والله.
Wow.
I can't believe مارشال عم يلحقك حتى
إيه حتى بالديب دايف. حتى بالديب
هذا
دايف.
أهم شيء.
حتى بالديب دايف.
All right, rapid fire. What did Bank de Liban teach you?
Man, how did you know that I was in Banque de Liban? No one in the world knows, okay, that I was.
شهرين.
Man, بس
months.
معك سفاية. Wow, man, I don't even
You're John Ashar. Everyone has to know.
Man.
جون كمان ما تنسى جاي سؤال بعده شو بتعرف من يونسكو؟ شو علمك
واو لا
يونسكو؟
يونسكو علمنا كتير، يونسكو علمنا كتير، بس بانك تو ليبان بس موجوده على لينكد ان. اي ثينك موجوده على لينكد ان.
You got
I
it.
think موجوده على لينكد ان.
There you
سو
go.
كتير غريب بعدني
So
تركها.
funny.
لا سو بمصر لبنان ما تعلمت شيء. اوكي تعلمت على القد. كنت actually I was able to predict انه واصلين على الازمه اللي نحن فيها. يعني كان هين يعني
Wow.
if you see الموظفين هونيك, if you see how they were dealing with everything, you would have said انه hey guys it seems we're going to hell يعني.
هيك الوضع.
ايه
Yeah.
Man, well, this is almost at the hour mark. I
Yeah.
mean, thanks, John, so much. This is the time you can roast us, we can roast you. Said, what do you think? He's a funny or more like an activist?
برو ترك البوليتكس اللي ما زبط معه، يعني درس بوليتكس وكل القصص وهلا فات بكوميدي، ف انا ما بعرف خيي تكه كريم.
لا it's a mix
business
it's a
كمان.
mix of both. لا I think now عن جد at this stage I'm 32 years old now. I think my life makes perfect sense. So I'm a comedian, I'm an entrepreneur. I also facilitate trainings for companies in Dubai. Okay,
Yeah.
and at the same time I have my activism and my opinion on things that are happening in Beirut.
ايه بس ما حدا سأل لانه
ما حدا سأل بس
سأل.
حبيت. لا بس it
أنا
makes
I was
sense.
just
ميرسي
roasting.
سعيد. ميرسي كتير سعيد. عن جد جايز يعني كيف بدي اقول لك الاستقبال اللي عندكم يا للجاست تبعكم هيدا يعني عن جد اكشلي عم فكر اذا بعطيكم اذا بعطيكم تريننج كاستمر اكسبيرينس. اوكي هيدا ببلاش انا لسعيد وعلي لسعيد وعلي how to deal with guests in a podcast.
John, we're preparing you حتى انت because you're gonna get هلا the pedestal and you're just gonna roast the shit out of us.
Yeah.
انتم مش عارفين انه I have 15
work.
minutes يعني نحن هلا عملنا 1 hour في 15 منهم بيطلعوا بكره on stage. تذكرونا.
Exactly. That's the
Wait, you got
crowd work
15
right
minutes? You got 15 minutes?
It's
One
not
hour?
bad.
Yeah,
Exactly. The goat milk bro question, what was that?
Bro,
Side? Seriously, bro? Yeah, exactly.
It's part of the 15 minutes. I'll take it. I don't mind.
All right,
Ali, it's your turn.
Yeah, my approach is that Jean, you look awesome today. How about that?
Habibi.
And this was an awesome podcast. You did it mostly in English. Look at that. That's a success, bro. Inshallah, many more. What else?
That's like a fucking backhanded, bro.
لا برو بس شو هالانجاز يعني. برافو جون. You did it in English يعني ما في شيء ولا your ideas. لا بس ولا your ideas ولا everything you shared ولا everything you taught us. اوكي نحن الاثنين الخلصين اللي كل واحد ببلد ما علمتنا شيء بس انه عملته بالانجليزي. برافو جون. برافو جون. عملته بالانجليزي.
This has been a comedy podcast, comedy/activism.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was a lot of fun, John.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us any like a last statement of bravery and funniness?
لا
before we wrap up.
لا guys thank you so much for this podcast. Actually I'm happy it took me so long that I didn't reply to your message on my DM and I think I shouldn't. I think يعني عن جد انه هلا بفهم اوقات I had this gut feeling انه جون بلاها شو بدك هيك بدي ام مضوى بالاصفر عرفت. So لا بس I'm happy I went into this podcast. Yeah guys I wish you all the best وان شاء الله انه فقط تنشهروا من ورا الشو تبع النكست شو اللي بدي احكي عنه.
بالتاكيد احنا we're riding on your coattails now bro.
Guys thanks a lot guys. See you soon. Ciao guys. Bye.